Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Fern. I'm Danny and today we've got another video on the Berlingo Mk1. So I've not managed to get over to the unit since the last video that I did on the Berlingo Mk1 where I was just doing a few checks on the engine and stuff. I'm going to have a bit of a sort out in the unit first because it's a tit and I hate it being like this. I'm going to move the Berlingo over there and then put the Focus in the middle and get this jacked up and get cracking on it today. I have had the codes read on this car. I lent the code reader off my friend Lewis at GM Tyres. Thanks for lending it me, mate. And it came up with a crankshaft position sensor. So I'm struggling finding the codes for the part number, should I say, for that crankshaft position sensor. So I'm just going to get it jacked up today, whip the sensor out, and hopefully it's got a part number on it. If I had the other Berlingo down here, the blue one, I could have just whipped it out of there, but it's not ideal. It's not here, so I'm just going to have to take the sensor out and hope that there's a part number on it. The videos are taking a little bit longer to come out at the moment because I've got a new addition who's taking up a lot of my time. And it's this little bugger, Fritzy. So I've got to look after him. It's been a bit of a shock if I'm being honest. I was Mr. Independent and now I've got this dog that pretty much needs my attention 24/7. So anyway, less of the rambling, let me have a quick tidy up and then we'll get that car over there and we'll get cracking on it. Right, I don't know if you can see there, but that's the clip for the bracket for the crankshaft position sensor. There looks like there is a cable tie. I can't pick it up. It looks like there's a cable tie on the actual wiring for it. So I don't know if it's had a temporary repair in the past. I'm going to whip that out now, get the wiring off and yeah, see if there's a part number on it or something. Sorry if it's a bit shaky, but I don't know if you can see there's a cable tie on the crankshaft sensor. I don't know if it's a damaged multi-plug on top. I'm going to snip that off, give it a wiggle, and then see if it starts. If not, I'm going to start taking this bracket off and get the crankshaft sensor out. Right, I've got the bracket out and I've got the old crankshaft position sensor out as well. Unfortunately, the bolt has snapped off in that, which isn't a problem. I can just get another one ordered, another bolt, and I'll work that out another day. But at least I know what the crankshaft position sensor looks like now. Excuse my dog whining in the background. So I'm going to take that back with me now, get a new one ordered, and fingers crossed that's going to be the fix. Okay, so it is about a month after I videoed that first bit of this video, and I'd read the codes. The codes had pointed to a crank position sensor. I'd ordered a new one, which is this one, a Bosch one, and then I snapped the actual bracket for this one. So then I had to order a new aftermarket bracket, which looks like it's got the sensor already enclosed and part of it, so it's like one piece, which was a pain in the backside. And then I was laying in bed one night and I had a brainwave. And I remember when I had the Astra GSI that it is known that when the car's just cranking over, it will fire up a crank position sensor error because obviously the car ain't running. I dealt with that with the Astra GSI and then I thought to myself that was the only code that was in that car after I cleared them. So it's going to show an error because the car's not actually running. So I don't actually think it is going to be this. I've put it on the car, I've started it, it's exactly the same. But in the meantime, people have been commenting on the first video that I did, especially Chris Mills, and he thinks that it might be a timing belt issue. He thinks the timing belt's gone. He thinks it's cranking over too fast. They've been conversating with him on YouTube and stuff. So I'm just going to play you now on the video how the car sounds when it cranks over, and it just sounds like there's some pressure coming out somewhere or something's happening when the car cranks over. I hope the camera picks up this noise, but I'm going to do it for you now and then you can see what you guys think and then we'll start cracking on a bit more today with it. I'll start it up now, fingers crossed it picks the noise up. Now it usually makes a worse noise than that. It's like a release of pressure somewhere or something's going on. I had started the car up before I did this little bit of a video, which I shouldn't have really. Not started it, I tried turning it over. So I'm going to whip the covers off now, and I'm going to check the timing on this engine. Right guys, I've not gone to the effort of trying to take everything off around here. I just want to try and get access in here to see what's going on with the belt. And as you can see, if I just pull it back here, we have a snapped timing belt. It's probably damaged the head. So I thought it was a sensor, but the timing belt has gone. So who knows what damage it's done to the car. Unfortunately for me, I don't think it's going to be worth me repairing this car now. I'll see what you guys think, but for me it's going to have to be a case of taking the head off, I think, and see if it's bent any valves, etc, etc. I'm going to leave it there for today, go home and cry. Yeah, that's proper gone. As you can see, I'll try and get a closer look. So, moral of this story is, if you've got a high mileage car, always make sure you change the timing belts, because this car would have had plenty of life left back in it. It's super clean, and it's such a shame that the belt's gone and it's caused this issue now. Chris Mills was right. Hats off to you, mate. You called it. He said it was turning over a little bit too fast. You guaranteed it was going to be a timing belt had gone, and you were right, mate. So well in for that one. And thanks for the heads up. Saved me messing around. Again, learning on the job with this one. Most people probably would have checked that first, but I just try and go through the basics, what I know, and try and find the fault eventually. So there you go, people. I was on the wrong route. I thought it was going to be a sensor, praying it was a sensor, and it's not. It's turned out the timing belt snapped. I've no doubt the pistons have hit the valves and bent them. Chris did also say that they do bend the valves when the timing belt goes. So it's going to be an head-off job for someone. I think I've probably hit the end of the road for this car, and I'm absolutely gutted, really, because I'll just spin the camera around now. Like, it's in brilliant condition. I know it's 150,000 miles, but bloody roof rack on top looks mint. Can't tell you how good these cars are. So I'm going to have a reassess about this one. I might just list it on eBay and list it as timing belt gone, see if someone wants to come and have a bash at it themselves if they know what they're doing. Or I might do a little bit of research myself and see if it's something that I can be on with doing. If it's just a case of replacing valves, if there's no damage to the pistons and stuff, I might have a go at that. But I do need the space at the moment, because I want to start getting onto that, and I need to start working my way through the other cars as well. I bought this on a bit of a whim, hoping that it'd be something to nothing. It's turned out it's something a little bit more major. Maybe the guy who sold it me knew this as well, but for what I paid for it, I'm not bothered. I'll get my money back for that, just for selling that roof rack on top. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry that this hasn't been an entertaining playlist, but any thoughts, comments on what you think I should do with it, put them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always. Don't forget to hit the like button and put a sad face in the comments for this poor car that's got a snapped timing belt, and I'll see you in the next video.